Good morning, 11:03 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, date 11/12/2011. What we are here to discuss is the retail sector going into the retail holiday season. And once again, these are seasonality trades, and we have them right here in order. And what we're going to be looking at with our MMTs as we're doing live here and now is how on a weekly level, how overbought are they going into a lot of the retail earnings, and the retails are ahead of us this next coming week. And today is Saturday, by the way, and it's a nice day for us to look at where the retail sector is and how we're going to make wise decisions. Rather, we're using puts as a short and calls as an upside surprise or movement that would go higher. We'll be examining all markets. We will be examining exactly what the price structure is relative to the earnings and why the earnings are important, but why can the earnings be good but then they sell off, and we're going to show you why. Dillard's right here, and this is the whole index of the MRV.X. right here, MVR.X. MVR.X is the symbol chain, and it is your retail. It is your Morgan Stanley retail index. However, it's all right here in their own unit, in their own index. So what we want to do is that we're going to take a look at TJX raw stores. Whoa, that's 94% DS overbought. So we'll be looking at that one. We'll be looking at NDN right here. We're going to be taking a look at Walmart. We're going to be taking a look at the ones that are on a weekly level right here. That's this level. Fast weekly. And the higher that they are, those earnings that they've executed and earned well are going to be priced in some of these names. And therefore, or thereafter, the trade management and the risk management is that in the after hours market, when they do report, we're going to know how to sell short. And more importantly is we're going to know how to square into our call and put ratio, risk management, entry order between both a call side up and out of the money and a well below out of the money put option. Should they miss the earnings or guide down the quarter, that would be part of the equation. If they give the upside guidance, are going to continue to execute well, then we definitely want to be on that side as well. So where we're at in the actual retail supply chain of the various competing companies out here in the U.S. structure and around the world is where are the high-end retailers versus the mid-level and the lower dollar level. You have a little bit of everything here in the index. Abercrombie and Fitch had gotten hammered, okay? And the thing about it is they execute well, and we all know what kind of brand that is, okay? Dillard's here that we're going to feature on this weekly chart. They got slammed. You can see here that their high here was $52.99 and their low was $47.02. They opened at $52.98, so that was a short sell here. And so this is just going to be the introductory video of what we're going to be covering, and we're covering it because Christmas time is that where is that consumer spending going to be? But even outside of that, forward looking, longer time frame out is where will the retailers be and why. And so you can use a much longer term structure to still get that slower growth, so those stocks go down in value. You can still get below the market where it's cheap while they're up at the highs. See, these are up at the highs, MMTs, and this is the time to start looking at below the market put option entries, forward looking. The next live video training that we'll be doing will be doing the actual charts in each of the individual names, and we'll take a look at the calls and the puts and what their earnings dates are. Once again, it is the special 2011 retail update analysis from SMF. Our job is to always make sure that we know where the buyer and the sellers are with the consumer, because the consumer has a behavior of spending habits that are graded. And so the competition is how much do they discount to the consumer to get the consumer in the door, and where's their supply chain. And not only that, we always look for that input and that output, of course, but what are going to be the actual comps as far as the net earnings when it's all said and done? How much of that net margin, positive margin, are we getting? And is there going to be an increase or a decrease within the retailers? And so in the next video, we're going to go through individual components, and they'll all be on one page for MMTs, and it's going to be the fall 2011 retail setups, how they also will play out in January of 2012 using the January 2012 put option below the market in the pricing structure.